The 3 Up, 3 Down with Greg Bedard. It's presented by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. Enjoy the game with the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. Because when it's game time, it's Tully time. Please do drink responsibly. 3 studs, 3 duds. Greg, after his extensive film study and grading work, Mazz from his couch.
Yep.
Number 1 star. Let's do it.
Photographic memories.
Mazz tape.
Let's do it, Greg.
Ramondre Stevenson. We talked about him. He was incredible in this game, and he looked like the old Ramondre. So that was nice. The work that he put in the offseason, it's working.
Stevenson, easy one.
Next.
So I couldn't separate these two guys.
Oh,
here we go. Peter King.
Which fat guy on the line?
Everyone gets a medal.
Keon White and Joshua Uche. They were the pass rush. White had the 2.5 sacks, and these guys combined for 5.5 of the 9 pressures. Patriots only had 9 pressures in the game. They only blitzed, I think, 5 times in the game. But Uche, he played 13 snaps, 11 pass rushes, and had 3 quarterback pressures himself. So I couldn't separate the two of them.
Juwan Bentley. I thought he was terrific in this game. I thought he was all over the field. He tackled well. I think he led him in tackles. It's one of the best games I've ever seen him play.
Really? I didn't notice him that much in this game, but
3rd star. See, this is why we have to. It comes from 2 different perspectives. One comes from the all 22. The other comes from Mazz's couch.
Yeah, Greg had probably had his head down eating his
couch,
eating his hot dog right about then. Go ahead.
3rd star.
Jacoby Brissett. I don't know if it's repeatable. I don't think that it is. But for one shining Sunday, Jacoby Brissett was the exact game manager that the Patriots needed that Mac Jones just could never be.
Keon White, great. Again, force up front. Those 2 guys basically, I thought, kind of anchored the defense. Bentley and White. I thought they were awesome.
3 duds. Give me your number 1 dud.
Chuks Okorafor. He played 12 snaps, had allowed 3 pressures, had 4 minus plays in 12 snaps, and then
what's that
got
percentage?
His butt benched.
That's a 33.3 suck percentage.
Yeah,
what's
pretty much
suck percentage?
Did you hear Mayo's quote? He was asked about him the other day.
Yesterday. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, yesterday. I think he has the entire skill set to be a good tackle in this league. But what's missing? Obviously, just in my experience from talking to people and also observing him, the Trent Brown give a crap factor is there with him.
Is lower than Trent Brown's.
The Steelers.
Trent Brown was embarrassing yesterday on Sunday. By the way, one time Uche shoved Trent Brown on his backside. What's Joshua weigh 230 pounds? How embarrassing!
But either way, Okorafor has some of the same problems, apparently.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Number 1 dud, Mazz.
Sucks Okorafor.
Number 2 dud.
Now, this is a little unfair because the guy only practiced once in the previous 2 weeks. But Vidarian Lowe, he gave up 5 pressures, led the team. But all things considered, wasn't that bad. I actually, really in this game, Okorafor was really the only minus in this game, but to fill it out, Vidarian Lowe gave up the most pressure on them.
Vidarian Lowe. The 1st and 2 downs were both left tackles.
Yeah, it could be an issue.
You could tell watching the game in real time. All the problems were at that spot.
Absolutely.
So the rest of it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. It was decent. It was decent. And a couple of guys I thought were pretty good on the line. I thought the interior of the line, for the most part, was good. The left tackle play was horrendous.
3rd dud.
Marco Wilson played 15 snaps, had a missed tackle, and that brutal 20-yard pass interference penalty.
Blatant.
You love picking on the guys who play for 15 snaps, huh?
If you suck, you suck.
Seriously.
At least he's on the roster.
Better make the most of those 15, I guess.
At least we're not getting
Charles Turner.
The 88th guy who, right, exactly. Okay. Yeah, Mazz 3rd?
I went KJ Osborne. I am so unimpressed by this guy. I thought he was so much better than he is. Once again, if you remember early in the game, tried to one-hand a catch.
I was just going to say, I'm glad you mentioned it.
He did it again. He did it in the last preseason game. He's not good enough to try to make one-handed catches.
So I had 2 follow-ups with Greg, who didn't mention in the up or down. The receivers. Did you say Polk got open earlier?
He did. He got open a few times, and in fact, on the first play of the second half, when the Patriots decided to take a shot play, and didn't use play action. A lot of the stuff that they did, some of the stuff that they did in this game, I didn't really quite understand. Like Brissett was in the shotgun a lot in the second half. It must have been something that they saw in the Bengals, how the Bengals react. But I didn't understand why they didn't go play action on that first play. He just dropped back straight for center, or it wasn't a very good fake. And Polk on the other side of the field was the guy to go to. The Tyquan Thornton did not get much separation on that play.
Okay, so there's one. Two is Gonzalez, Christian Gonzalez. Did he quote unquote shut down Jamar Chase?
He did a fine job. I mean, he did his job. I saw what he had one really good coverage of Jamar Chase that led to a Burrow sack. But outside of that, I mean, they played a lot of zone.
How much zone did they play? Over half?
Yeah, I think I put in the eBay. I want to say it was over half.
Stand by. Go ahead.
But no, I mean, I hate games like this where they're, because PFF grades because he's in a zone near this guy, then he was in coverage and all. Like,
did he get a high PFF grade?
I don't even know.
I
don't look at those.
Patriots played zone 56.3% of the time. So it wasn't like Gonzalez shouted him all over the field. Correct? Well,
I mean, he did line up from him a lot. He traveled with him, but the Patriots would do that, and then they'd show man pressure, and then they dropped into cover 2 a lot, or Tampa 2. They really changed things up. They really spun the dial as far as coverages. That was great to see, but it wasn't like one of these games where they're going to go man to man the whole game and bring an extra guy and leave Gonzalez on an island with Chase. Like, it wasn't that kind of game.
Okay, you want to talk some football with Greg Bedard? We got open lines at 617-779-0985. Did you get your PFF grade there, Miss?
No, I'm still working on that.
He had a 55.3, which is in the bottom third for the Patriots.
Is that right?
Yeah, his highest grade was tackling. His coverage grade was a 53.2.
Jimmy, how many minus plays did you have for
69?
Okay.
The highest coverage grade for the Patriot, or the highest coverage grade, yes, was Jonathan Jones.
Jonathan Jones was close to 3 up for me. I thought he was outstanding. He had some, of course, that 4th down stop. He had a couple great key pass coverages. Like, Jonathan Jones was really good in this game.
This whole secondary I thought was good in the game.
Yeah, they were.
How about Duggar?
Is he flashed? But
well,
no?
I mean, it was sort of the same type of game from Kyle.
Good in the run game.
Gesicki should have caught that touchdown. It's Mike Gesicki's soft serve ice cream. It was a lot like the Lee Evans play against. He needs to come down with that ball. Good that Duggar recovered and was there and made it more complicated. That's great. And then the forced fumble. I mean, what a jackass. That guy with the ball. What was he doing with the ball? Was he going to reach out? Was he going to do like a Josh Allen?
I still don't know.
Superman thing? Like, what the hell?
J.A. Hudson.
You're getting there, tuck the thing in your belly, and go into the end zone, you jackass.
I agree, Greg. Keep going.
Jeez.
If you like that clip, check out more videos from Felger and Mazz here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.